Hello, my name is David Emmanuel Noel. Welcome to this Occhi Arts and Entertainment interview in collaboration with Phoenix FTA. This is a series of interviews showcasing artists featured in Art Together for Our Planet exhibition and publication. Today I'm joined by Ballik, Director of Phoenix FTA, and artist Michael Kwong. Michael, thank you for joining us on this particular Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening for you in China. We welcome your participation in the show, and we'd like to just ask you a few questions just regarding how you managed to get involved in the exhibition and publication. So firstly, how did you get introduced to art?
Okay. First of all, thank you for inviting me for the interview. I am more than happy to share my thought and about me to the people in London and the people in the West. Well, I have a fantastic relationship with art since I was young. My father was a photographer, and he has a great love of art, and he inspired me a lot. And well, by all means, giving me a really wonderful environment to connect and to know about art when I was young. My mom said, unlike other kids playing toys and playing brushes, I was always grabbing a pencil, scribbling on walls and floors at all times. So it's some weird kids, okay? Drawing and paintings always attract me, and I have a very strong emotional involvement towards art, even though I was still a young boy. Well, when I grew up as a teenager, I have starting practicing drawings at art studio in Hong Kong, and after that, luckily, I have an opportunities to study abroad in United States, having professional art training at Columbus College of Art and Design in Ohio, USA, and majoring in illustration and animation. So after I graduated there, I have become a freelance illustrator, and I got involved into art education and teaching in universities and creating art until now, and that's it.
All right. So there's obviously an emotional link there. Do you find, particularly with your teaching, then that's a the preferred medium or the best medium in which to engage with some of the subject matters that you've obviously highlighted in the exhibition?
Well, you said can you repeat your question again?
No, I was just saying in terms of the fact that you utilised your art and particularly visual art as a medium. What drew you to the visual art particularly in terms of how you execute your practice?
Well, like I mentioned before, painting, illustration, whatever, it's just like a bridge for me, linking myself and the outside world together. I can express my attitude of life, my thoughts about things, and more important, I can interact with people through my artwork. I can show my values of life through my work. Sometimes my painting is just my subjective feeling about things. And sometimes it can be a tool to raise up people attention about what happened in our world. I want to use my painting or my work to spread the positive power to people and bring a better or prettier world to people towards my painting. So the graphic or the composition or the color I used, I always want to talk to people, connect to people. That's it. That's my core. Like why I want to do art and become an artist, something like that. Yeah.
So, can I ask what encouraged you to participate in the COP26 Together for Our Planet exhibition?
Okay. I believe it is an undeniable responsibility for all countries in the world to protect our national or nature environment and make our world a better, beautiful and safe place by preventing the environment to be further damaged. So, in fact, those powerful nations, I think, should take more action to protect our world, but not just talking about the issue without reaching a decision. You know what I mean? So, as we all know, for example, as we all know, the climate problem is still very serious. The carbon dioxide, the emission level is still record high and raising. 2020 is on record to be one of the warmest year on record globally, and it is critical issue for us facing and concerned by the international world and all human beings, I believe. And therefore, when I knew that there were an art events called COP26 exhibition on the internet, I did not hesitate to join. I'm so happy that finally there's a thing that I can do something serious. So I think it was such a meaningful event to particularly in. And as an artist, I think it is our duty to let people know how serious the problem is, and we should pay more attention to protect our environment. I think really this is really meaningful. Yes.
That's fantastic. I actually wanted to say thank you so much for the wonderful words you had for the exhibition, because I'm an environmental professional myself. I worked in climate change for 16 years.
Okay, cool.
Unfortunately, I don't have the skill to illustrate or to paint, but this is where the collaboration with Occhi came along, that we said, I'd love to bring the arts into the climate change and bring them together, because I don't have the skills, let's say, to transform it into arts. But what you said before, it really touched me, because I think this is the wonderful medium about the arts, that you can communicate with everyone internationally, because it doesn't need the spoken word, but you can transmit what you're feeling about it. And I'm very happy to hear that it encouraged you basically to partake and give your expression or your emotional take on the climate change crisis through the visual arts, which you very much appreciate. And I'd love to obviously see that this is going further, and we're planning further work on that, because I really believe that there's a real need for the arts to translate the complexity of climate change, which sometimes the scientists struggle to convey. They're having graphs and numbers, and some people can't relate to this, but the art speaks to you on a very visceral level. So wonderful to hear that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And with regards to the featured piece, Per Sky, can you elaborate? Can you tell us what you felt when you were producing the work?
Yeah, actually, I have created a painting called Curse the Sky, demonstrate the problem of the air pollution. And the painting was simple but strong. As you guys know, I only use black and white, no color. Also use a really very strong expressional brushstroke to brush all over the canvas, just in order to create an enormous visual impact, and also create the mood of disastrous consequences of air pollution. Just let people know the power and the how to say it, the atmosphere of the painting. I just want to show my emotion. And well, anyway, I would like to use the vision of an abstract expressionist artist to raise the attention of people about the deadly consequences of environment pollution. Sorry, and I think this painting is quite successful, and I'm kind of satisfied with what I have done. Yes.
Yes, it's a powerful piece.
Yeah, it's simple, but just as strong. So.
Yeah, I think we're really impressed with the fact you said it's just black and white, yet it's a very strong emotion it carries. Looking at the brushstrokes and the turbulence in the air, like even that I thought was very powerful, speaking about the turbulence we're going through emotionally, probably that is related to the climate crisis, and a lot of people feel the anxiety. I wondered if you chose this particular topic because it's one of the prevalent concerns in China with air pollution. Is that why you chose that? Yeah.
Not even in China, just all over the world, we're facing the air pollution problems.
Mm-hmm.
The in Beijing they have air pollution really serious before, but now actually for me, I went to Beijing just a few months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it got better seriously, and this is not the end for me. Just the beginning. We should get together, all nations and human beings, and help to at least to pay attention to the problem, but not like, okay, this is a problem really far away from me, and this is not my issue. It's just everybody's problem, but not like it's not my business. I don't care. But it's just the weather. Everybody knows the weather become like kind of crazy. Like winter becomes summer, summer become winter. Crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I hope I can use some visual graphic or whatever to let people know that. And actually, this piece is the only piece for me black and white.
Oh.
The only piece. I always use color, bright color, positive color. Want people look at my painting happy and all that. But this is the only painting becomes so serious. That's why my family said, this may not be a good thing, But for me, I just want to bring up an issue that this is a serious problem. I shouldn't use any color on it.
So, in terms of the work you've produced for the show, the fact that as you say, you've highlighted that it's the only black and white piece you've produced. How do you feel this will impact on your practice moving forward?
Yes, because this painting, as I said, is kind of one of the best painting that I have produced. In Canada or in American, this piece actually got into different awards, like different exhibition.
Okay.
And then it's quite successful for me. So I will pay more attention to the subject matter in the future, to more like concern about our problem, or like values of human beings and minds, and try to do more like maybe environment protection piece. Actually, I have produced two more painting. One is about ocean pollutions, and one is about the overuse of the land after this piece. So I am going to donate those paintings to the United Nations. Yes, this painting is going to donate to them, and just show my appreciation and show my support to them, and hope that they can move forward and do better and something like that. And and that's a good thing for me, because I hope they can accept my gift, my painting. But we are moving towards to see what happens.
Yeah. Well, Michael, these are fantastic news. I'm really elated to hear this. This is wonderful. That's everything we could have wished for, to bring the science and the climate science or environmental concerns closer to the arts, because, as I said, so that's one of the core motivators for our collaboration. So I'm speechless. So fantastic. Cool. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I hope I can having more opportunities to show my art. Maybe having a solo exhibition in London or in the States. So in the future, the coming future, I hope that show more of my painting to friends and people in the West.
Sure. No, that we'd look forward to that, and definitely support you in doing so. Cool. I think you sort of touched on it before. I mean, one other question I would like to ask, and I think, as you say, you've got an international flavour, and you're reaching out to North America now. I mean, how does it compare to the sort of social conscience of climate change and environmental issues in China? Then, I mean, would you say that you see an increase in awareness or concerns, or?
I see like because I don't want to be like too involved to political problem or issues, but as an artist, I see the Chinese government actually putting more effort on the, how to protect the environment. Like the factory, they have more restriction of for the emission of the air, or the toxic air. They have punished them more, whatever. And actually, in Beijing or Shanghai, the air actually getting better, like compared with like 2 or 3 years ago, and that's true. But not being I'm a Chinese, I want to say good thing about them. No, but actually they have putting effort on like controlling the air, whatever. But again, I said this is not maybe it's not enough or not enough, but this is only a beginning. And I think Chinese people, but not just the Chinese should do whatever or Americans should do whatever. This is not one country duties, and this is all humans to have to be connect together, interact together, and work together to stop the problem, because the air is everybody, not belongs to one nation. Do you guys agree? So every country and nation should work together, but at least Chinese or some superpower countries, or maybe the United Nations, whatever, should work together in the future to bring up a better environment to us. So yeah, as your question is, in China, how they're doing for the air protection or the environment protection, right? Actually, they have set up different laws, and the factory cannot produce whatever, how much pollution that they have to take care of, or taking responsibility to. They actually doing something for that, like as I said, as I see, yes.
Very interesting, because I think you mentioned at the beginning that you have to be careful what you say or express sometimes, if it was in writing or in a spoken word, because obviously we know that the governments can be quite restrictive, in China particularly, in terms of criticizing. I think this is where the beauty lies in the submissions we have been receiving from China, and yours included, that the art is free in that sense. I think it's a wonderful way to actually demonstrate strong emotions or contextual understanding of the crisis without being criticized from the government, without being restricted in your liberty to express what you want to bring across. And it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't need language. It's internationally acceptable. So I think it's a wonderful medium to have the art as an international understanding.
A language, international language.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
No, great to share this time with you, Michael, and get further insight as to what you're doing with your practice, where it's going. And of course, we very much welcome seeing more of your work. Ina, is there anything else you'd like to share or ask?
Oh, definitely. If you are coming to London, please let us know, because we'd love to take the opportunity again and collaborate with you, because it's been wonderful to hear your thoughts behind it, how you came to participate, and what you shared today. So at least it made me really happy, because it's one of the drivers why I started this collaboration. And being unable to produce the art myself, I'm so happy now I could find a way to bring my professional life, so to say, the environmental concerns, together with something I'm very passionate about. So that's all. Now, if you come to London, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to.
I hope I can having an exhibition about environment protection. The issue about environment protection in the future. I'm planning to have an exhibition in New York and Dubai this year, and hopefully I can plan on going to London if things go right. So yeah, I'm looking for that. I'm looking forward for that. So
great. We'll watch this space. You said it here, and we'll definitely be following your career from here on in. So once again, Michael, thank you very much for your time and participation in the exhibition and publication. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good night. Bye for now.
Good night. Bye bye.
For further information on the COP26 Together for Our Planet exhibition and publication, visit occhicontemporary.art or phoenixfta.com.